Ladies and gentlemen, the role of a certified ethical hacker is one that is sought after by so many cybersecurity professionals, and for good reasons. It is a role that can be very, very interesting. It pays very well, and it's also in high demand. But how do you become a certified ethical hacker? What are the skills that you need? In fact, what are the tasks involved in ethical hacking? What exactly do they do? What kinds of certifications do you need to acquire to become a certified ethical hacker? And also, what are the job prospects for a certified ethical hacker? These are questions I am going to answer in this video. So if you've ever been looking for a career guide on how to become a certified ethical hacker, this is going to be the video for you. Let's get started. Okay, so you want to become a certified ethical hacker. What exactly does a certified ethical hacker do? Let's paint a scenario here. Okay, let's imagine there is a company called Company A. Now, Company A, they've been hearing on the news about how so many other companies are getting hacked. They read in the news last week that one company lost $100 million, and they're thinking to themselves, you know what? We don't want to become the next victims of a cyber attack, okay? We need to do whatever it takes to protect ourselves. So they decide to improve on their security posture. They get new firewalls, new anti-malware. They provide security awareness training to their staff. They develop a new security policy. Everything seems to be in order. Everything seems to be very, very effective. But now they want to test on their readiness. They want to test on how effective their security controls are to prevent a cyber attack. Now, this testing is where the certified ethical hacker will come into place. The role of a certified ethical hacker is to try to hack the company, look for any vulnerabilities or weaknesses that might exist. That's basically what the role of a certified ethical hacker is. Because they are hacking and it's done with the permission of that company, that's why they're called ethical hackers. Let me give you an analogy. Okay, it's kind of like a bank, like a newly constructed bank. They've installed new security cameras and they've got security guards and they've got like this giant safe door with a very strong lock, things like that. But they want to test real life. They want to know, okay, can burglars actually break into the bank and steal the money? So they might actually go out there and hire real burglars to come in to try to gain access to the bank and then steal the money, just to test, right? So that's kind of like similar to what ethical hacking is. You've got the company that wants to test. They want to know, okay, how ready are we? How effective are our security controls? Can we be hacked? Let the ethical hacker come in and look for any weaknesses or vulnerabilities that might exist. So the big question right now is, what kinds of skills do you need to become an ethical hacker? Well, I think it's safe to assume that you need to be able to have the skills of a hacker, an actual hacker. You need to be able to think like a hacker. There is a saying, I'm not sure if it's in English or any other, or some other language out there, but to catch a thief, you need to be able to think like a thief. So the ethical hacker needs to be able to think like an actual black hat hacker. In fact, some people would say that the best ethical hackers were former black hat hackers, or former cyber criminals. I don't know how true that is, but there are some people who would say things like that, right? So basically, as an ethical hacker, you need to be able to think like a hacker. But let's talk about the technical skills. You need to be able to use several kinds of tools like the Kali Linux operating system that's built specifically for hacking. You need to be able to use password cracking tools like Keen-Enable, whether it's network analysis tools like Wireshark, Nmap. You need to be able to use tools for reconnaissance. You need to understand computer networks. Also, you need to have a decent understanding of programming, specifically the Python programming language. The reason why I recommend Python is because it's vastly used in the world of cybersecurity. It's very, very powerful, and above all, it's actually quite easy to learn. Programming in general isn't easy, I know, but compared to other programming languages like your Ruby or C++, Python is actually a lot easier to learn. So these are some of the skills that you're going to need to have. Also, one skill that is rarely ever mentioned is the social skills. Keep in mind that an ethical hacking isn't just about hacking code and cracking passwords. It's also about deploying social engineering tactics. Because remember that in real life, if a hacker wants to hack into a company, they may not necessarily go the technical route where they try to scan for open ports or crack passwords, things like that. They might actually try to infiltrate by going through the employees. They might send like a phishing email, or they may even try to engage the employee in a conversation one-on-one, trying to see if they can extract any sensitive information from that employee. So as an ethical hacker, you need to be able to have social engineering skills as well. Keep that in mind. Other skills that you're also going to need would be the ability to write reports, because here's the thing. Once the ethical hacker has done their job, they've discovered weaknesses and vulnerabilities, they're going to put it in writing and present it to the company and say, hey, these are the weaknesses we found. And then they will also be expected to provide recommendations on how the company can improve on their security posture. So basically, the ethical hacker will find the weaknesses and then say, okay, we found this. This is what we recommend. We recommend you upgrade your anti-malware. We recommend you provide more security awareness training to your staff. They might even help the company develop stronger security policies. Now, I want to use this opportunity to talk about a similar role that a lot of people often confuse with ethical hacking, and that is the role of a penetration tester. A lot of people think that an ethical hacker and a penetration tester are the same. No, that is not true. See, pen testing is a component of ethical hacking. Pen testers, right, they focus exclusively on the technical security controls. So they'll try to crack passwords, attack applications, attack firewalls, basically any kind of security control that is technical in nature. That's what the pen testers are for. That's the specialty. The certified ethical hackers, on the other hand, they attack everything. They attack software. They try to test the effectiveness of the security cameras, the security guards. Again, they might also try to deploy social engineering tactics to see if they can extract information from the employees. The pen testers, they don't go there. All they care about is the technical aspects. That's all they care about. So pen testing is just a component under certified ethical hacking. Pen testing is very, very, very narrow. It's very, very specific in what they do. Certified ethical hackers are very broad. They test for everything. Now, no doubt at this point, you must have realized that being a certified ethical hacker means you need to have plenty of technical skills. So if you're somebody who doesn't enjoy the technical nature of cybersecurity, then I would highly recommend that you look for a role elsewhere, because about 90% of certified ethical hacking is actually technical in nature. Now, one thing I do love about the career of a certified ethical hacker is that you actually have the opportunity to launch your own company if you want to. If you have that entrepreneurial mindset and you want to launch your own company, you can do so as a certified ethical hacker. You don't need to be tied down to a company, work for the company as one of their certified ethical hackers. You can break away, you can form your own company, you can offer certified ethical hacking services, and if you become successful, you can even begin to hire fellow certified ethical hackers as well. So that's one thing I do love about the career of a certified ethical hacker. You're not just tied down to working for a company. You can decide to launch your own company or become even a freelancer if you are interested in that sort of thing. All right, so now let's talk about certifications. What kinds of certifications do you need in order to become a certified ethical hacker? We're going to start off first of all with the Computer Security Plus. This is a no-brainer. This is the gold standard for all entry-level certifications in the world of cybersecurity. So if you're just starting to get your feet wet, you're just getting into the cybersecurity industry, the Computer Security Plus is going to be the first certification you should go for. Acquire that. You may get some entry-level roles, and then you can begin to develop your skills even further. But after the Computer Security Plus, next is going to be the CEH, the Certified Ethical Hacker Certification from EC Council. This is basically the gold standard for all ethical hacking certifications. There are other companies out there like CompTIA and Google that have similar kinds of certifications, but the CEH is one of the most respected. So once you've acquired the certification, then you can call yourself a real certified ethical hacker. Now, you could also decide to go for the penetration testing certification as well, also under EC Council. Remember that pen testing is a component under certified ethical hacking. So this will further improve your skills as a pen tester, and of course will also improve your skills as a certified ethical hacker. Now, very recently, the EC Council launched a new certification called the CEH Master. Now, this is the pinnacle of all certifications. This is the most respected, the #1 certification for certified ethical hackers. Once you decide that, you know what, I'm ready for the ultimate big leagues, I'm ready to become a professor of certified ethical hacking, then this is going to be the certification that you will go for, the Certified Ethical Hacker Master certification. However, I would highly recommend that you have at least 2 to 3 years working experience as a certified ethical hacker before you attempt to take this particular certification, because this certification, you're actually going to be tested in real life scenarios. It's not going to be simulation based like the CEH. Maybe I'll do a video later on the comparison between the CEH and then the CEH Master. But these are the core certifications you want to go for: the Content Security Plus, the CEH, the Pen Test under EC Council, and then the CEH Master at the very end. Now, to round this up, let's talk about the job prospects and how much you can expect to earn as a certified ethical hacker. Now, of course, there is no correct answer to these questions. A lot will depend on the country you live in and even sometimes the state where you live in. But this is according to the Zip Recruiter. And on an average in the United States, certified ethical hackers make around $90,000 per year, which is not bad at all. But again, this will depend largely on the state you live in. For example, if you're in California, then you can expect to earn close to about $120,000. If you're in other states, you might expect to earn a little bit less. What is it like in India, Europe, and other countries? You'll have to do your own individual research on that one. But from my experience, or what I know about ethical hacking in terms of like salary, it is one of the best paid professions for cybersecurity professionals. And also keep in mind that if you decide to go along the freelancer route where you're not exactly hired by a company full-time, you can expect to make way more than the $90,000. It all depends on how reputable you are. If you have like a high reputation, people are recommending you, you can decide to charge whatever you want to charge. And again, that's one thing I do love about the role of an ethical hacker. But one thing I will tell you right now is that, and this is of course an answer to the question, what about AI, right? AI is taking over. We've got ChatGPT. Will ChatGPT or AI replace the roles of ethical hackers? I don't think so. Yes, AI can do certain things like try to look for vulnerabilities in software and networks, things like that. But keep in mind that a huge component of certified ethical hacking is also the social engineering aspects, where the ethical hacker might try to engage with the employees, might try to test the effectiveness of like security cameras and the security guards and things like that. So AI cannot do that, at least not yet. At least not for the next, I don't know, 10 years or so. I don't know how long, but the nearest future, I don't expect AI to be able to test things like that. So AI isn't a big threat to certified ethical hackers. At least I don't think so. But that's just my own humble opinion. So that's basically it for today's video, where I have talked about how to become a certified ethical hacker. If you have any questions about anything I've discussed in this video, please do let me know. Put them down in the comment section below. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Alex. I make cybersecurity related content. I talk about career opportunities. I talk about cybercrime, things like that. So if you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.